So, you want to take your brand global? It's a huge opportunity, right? One of the biggest ways to grow. But wow, it can also be a total minefield of really expensive mistakes. That's why today we're going to put together the ultimate global marketing playbook to help you navigate it successfully. You know, this is the question that probably keeps marketers up at night. Picture this. You've got a smash hit product, the budget's finally approved, and you are ready to expand. But then the big launch just kind of fizzles out. Or even worse, it turns into a complete PR disaster. So what gives? Why does this happen so often? Well, the main reason is actually pretty simple, but it's a trap so many companies fall right into. They just assume that whatever worked for them back home will work everywhere else. You know, just change the language and you're good to go. But the reality? A successful plan at home doesn't even begin to account for all those hidden cultural, legal, and social landmines just waiting for you in a new market. Okay, so how do you even begin to navigate that minefield? Well, it all starts with doing your homework, your reconnaissance. Before you even think about your message, you've got to really deeply understand the new place you're trying to enter. And that brings us to part one, reading the environment. All right, these three things right here, this is where most global campaigns just completely fall apart. Let's start with language. A slogan that sounds amazing in English could translate into something totally bizarre, or worse, super offensive. Then you've got culture. All the little things, the humor, the values, the symbols we just take for granted, they can mean something completely different somewhere else. I mean, a simple hand gesture that's a thumbs up here could be a major insult there. And finally, regulations. You just have to know the local rules. Some countries have really strict laws about, say, advertising to kids or making health claims. If you get any one of these wrong, your campaign is basically dead in the water before it even starts. Okay, so you've mapped out the terrain, you've done your research, but now how do you actually reach people, Where does your audience actually hang out? That leads us straight into part two, selecting the right media. So this is where we get into the real nitty-gritty, the logistics. And look, don't just assume you can run ads on the same platforms you use back home. First up, media availability. Is print still a big deal there, or is everybody on some local social media app you've never even heard of? Next, you have to think about local habits. Is primetime TV still king, or is the whole country listening to podcasts on their way to work? Credibility is another huge one. An ad on a state-run TV channel, that's gonna feel way different than an ad on a super trusted local blog. And last but not least, scheduling. Seriously, launching your big campaign right in the middle of a major national holiday is pretty much the best way to make sure nobody sees it. All right, you've done your research. You get the culture, you know the media landscape. Now what? Well, now you're facing probably the single most important choice in your entire global campaign. It's a real fork in the road, strategically speaking. So path number one is what we call the standardized campaign. The idea here is really simple. One message worldwide. You create one single unified brand message and look, and you stick with it no matter where you are on the planet. The whole goal is efficiency and building this powerful, singular, iconic brand image. And the other path? That's the customized campaign. With this one, the goal isn't global consistency at all. It's all about local relevance. You literally change your message, your visuals, your whole strategy to perfectly fit the unique language, culture, and media habits of every single market. Basically, you're trying to feel like a local brand everywhere you go. And this right here is the heart of the trade-off, isn't it? On one hand, the standardized approach gives you that powerful global consistency, and yeah, it's usually cheaper and easier to manage. But on the other hand, a customized campaign, that's how you create a much deeper, more authentic local connection. It shows you actually did your homework. And the truth is, there's no single right answer here. The best choice really depends on your brand, your budget, and the specific market you're trying to win over. Wow. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, right? From cultural deep dives to media buying. So let's boil it all down to a simple, practical framework that you can actually use for your own planning. So this whole playbook, it really just comes down to a simple three-step process. Step one, analyze the environment. That means language, culture, and the rules. Step two, select your media. What's even available? What are the local habits? Who do people actually trust? And finally, step three, after all that hard work, you make the big decision. Do you standardize for global consistency, or do you customize for that amazing local impact? So whether you're marketing for a giant global company or, just trying to get an idea across to a different group of people, we want to leave you with this one question to think about. What essential part of your message, the humor, the emotion, that core meaning, what part of it would get lost in translation? Because answering that one question, that's the real first step to truly connecting with the rest of the world.